Where's part 2 of Doc video, by the way? Why isn't it open this night? Why isn't it open YouTube yet? Oi.
Theo, let's see if you can keep or even extend the Career We Go lead. So we're now going to move on to, did he play for England? Part 2.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, this is what I'm here for.
Okay. Mark Guehi. Theo.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got a cap, at least a cap.
Correct. Another hard one, to be honest. Matt Edrington.
Matt Etherington. He gets Mark Gahey, who like played for England the other day.
I don't watch England, so sorry.
Matt Etherington. Fucking
By the
hell.
way, remember, you do have a pass. You can back yourself or you can pass it over to Theo.
I mean, I have no idea. If he played, I missed it completely, so I'm going to pass.
No, sorry. The pass is you can pass it over to Theo, or you can answer. You can say yes or no, or you can pass it over to Theo.
Oh, I see. All right, then I'm going to pass.
Okay, I wish you didn't pass that. The Gay one was definitely easier than the Etherington one. I don't think Etherington played for England.
Correct, he didn't.
Okay.
Should have gone for the obvious.
Nathaniel Klein.
Nathaniel Klein. Nathaniel Klein. Pretty sure when he played for Southampton, we've always had a bit of a dearth of good right backs. I reckon he's played for England. Yes.
Correct.
I think you've got this one back to front, man. He's getting all the Palace players.
You're in luck here, I think, because you mentioned him earlier. Steve Bruce.
Oh, yeah. I know that for sure. He did not play for England.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, it was the correct decision. No, Steve Bruce was great. I don't know how he didn't play because amazing defender, scored goals. Did Pallister get a game for England?
I think Pallister got caps.
Because that feels like
that feels
it's you and your mate, Starsky and Hutch, and only Hutch is getting invited to the party by Huggy Bear. Do you know what I mean?
See the weekend,
Starsky's scoring all the goals.
I'm busy this weekend, Steve. I'm sorry, mate.
There must have been a moment, right?
This weekend.
There must have been a moment
Yeah, it
when
must have
Steve
been.
Bruce was like, hold on a minute. I fucking get goals as well.
Yeah.
Pallister scores own goals.
You know the worst thing is that Steve Bruce qualified for Ireland. So Jack Charlton was
That's
100%.
right.
100%
And
on
didn't
the
his
phone.
son play for Ireland or Northern Ireland?
Yes, yeah. So his son played for Ireland, but then he wasn't getting a look in. So he used the Belfast Agreement, the Good Friday Agreement. It was I'll swap over. So he swapped from Ireland to Northern Ireland.
Don't you think it's a little bit like it's a bit like two things. So like I made a decision on the Champions League games. I really wanted to watch Arsenal Bayern.
Yeah, I committed
But
to
I'm
City.
committing to City, Real. I don't care what happens. And in the end, I think it was the right choice. But it's really annoying when the other game that you didn't choose is better and then you start flitting between and you don't get an enjoyable experience. Like queuing up, right? You think that queue's short, I'm going to join that queue, and then that queue takes longer. I think it's the same thing with Alex Bruce. Like, he's gone, I'm too shit to play for England. I'll try and play for Northern Ireland. Oh, actually, there's a chance to play for Ireland. I'll go in that queue. And nothing works.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think you just get your just desserts, like Will Zaha, you know? Like, he got left at home. Ivory Coast have the tournament of their existence without him. But he never fully committed to. He didn't fully commit.
Did he get stitched up, or was it? Or were
He did the thing we mentioned about Jamaica. He did the thing of like the facilities are not good enough. It's just it's a Mickey Mouse operation, mate. It's Africa. These are emerging nations.
Yeah.
You know, Pele was right in some ways. You know, he's obviously wrong that they were going to win a World Cup by like 0-2. But he was right in that it's only going to get better. And it is. Some of the best players in the world are African
All
now.
the best players.
Do you know what I mean? So you got to give it time. And I think he was just a bit too impatient. And he fell out with everybody. They left. And in the Ivory Coast, they're like, even when he was in the squad, he's not talking to anybody. He's like this kind of... And Wilf is a bit aloof like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of the Palace players. And a couple of years back, I shot a video for the charity that I'm attached to, Palace for Life, and I'd written this script and I wanted to I did that, maybe it's a cardinal sin, trying to get footballers to act.
Right.
Mark Gahey was out of this world. He was brilliant. Eze, superb.
can imagine.
Joel
as a-
Ward, who I cast as a greengrocer,
Yeah.
was so fucking good as a
Really?
greengrocer and Surrey Street Market in Croydon that mid-shot people were trying to actually buy items from him.
He kind of does look like a good hard
It's
greengrocer.
phenomenal. Like someone tried to buy some bananas from him and he was like stumped for a minute and then he was like, let me just try and find you some change.
No way. Is
And he
this on
was
YouTube?
like- Yeah, you can see it
Yeah,
on
oh,
YouTube.
okay,
It's
I've
called
never
Made
seen
in
it.
South London.
Oh, sick.
Wilf, here's a great. I think you can take from this what you will, right? Eberici Eze I had playing barber. They were all being like doing normal jobs, and the concept was like you can be anything. Anyone can be anything, you know. The other way around. So I'm in this barber shop in Norwood somewhere, South Norwood, and get the call. Ezra's running. He's a little bit late. He's really, really sorry. He's 10 going to be 10 minutes late. I was like, it's fine. It's fine. We're still setting up. He comes down. He's so apologetic. He's so apologetic. He's so, and I'm so sorry. I said, dude, don't worry about it. It's fine. We shoot the thing. Afterwards, I find out he's late because he's been at a food bank and he couldn't get away. He was delivering all this food
What,
to a
man?
church food bank. Wilf, I wanted to have as an Uber driver, right? So we're on this residential street, waiting. About 2 hours. And I speak to Danny, who moved up from Kitman to play liaison. I was like, what's going on? He goes, oh, he's still in the shower. In the shower. Finally came down. One line, look straight in the camera. Don't look at the camera. Don't look at the camera. Look anywhere but the camera. Anywhere but the camera. Let's go again. Ready?
That's hilarious.
Keith Chegwin, man.
Brilliant.
Okay, Ben, Andy Impey.
Wow. QPR winger, was he?
Leicester winger, maybe.
Was he Leicester?
QPR and Leicester.
Andy Impey.
Was there a Sean?
And I think only because his name's Impey, I imagine him being really small. I imagine him looking
Yeah.
like Tariq Lamptey.
5'8", son.
Oh, he is quite small.
Yeah, QPR, you're right.
Andy
Sorry,
Impey.
QPR.
Oh God! Is this is the dearth era of England? It has to be where we had like Ricketts, Michael Ricketts.
Yes. One cat wonder.
Look, if we had Ricketts, maybe we did have Impey. I'm going to say yes. I think it's wrong though.
It's wrong, mate.
Oh, no.
It's wrong.
No.
Theo, I'm going to throw one more at you. See what we got here.
That's terrible.
Stuart Ripley.
Stuart Ripley.
These are hard, boys.
I've
They
known
are
all
hard.
his. I've known
Oh.
all his answers. I'm guessing at mine.
Stuart Ripley.
Ripley, surely.
Believe it or not.
Hey.
You like that?
Very good.
One for our American
Yeah.
listeners. Our American listener, I should say.
Do you know what? Funny you say it. We actually get fair few
I know,
American
I know.
listeners, don't we? No.
Don't worry, you don't have to back it up.
8% of our listener base. And so, I'm going to say no.
I agree, it's a no.
It's a yes.
No
Really?
way.
Stuart
got
Ripley
cat.
played for England twice.
Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah. Stuart Ripley played for England
Wow.
twice.
Fair enough.
So,
Premier League winner?
yeah. Premier League winner. Right, I'm going to run through a few more of these names here. Billy Bonds.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, West
No.
Ham. No.
Really?
Played for
Wow.
England, Billy Bonds. Ernest Barrett.
Don't know who that is.
Don't know who that is.
Made him up. Andy Sinton.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Andy Sinton.
On the wing.
Colin Cooper.
No.
Colin Cooper,
Don't know.
Middlesbrough?
Yeah, it was Middlesbrough, wasn't
Nottingham Forest centre back.
Forest.
Is he Middlesbrough
it?
too?
No, it was Middlesbrough, yeah.
I don't know.
2 caps.
Really?
Yeah.
Colin
Yeah.
Cooper?
CC?
John Budgie Byrne, we had Frank Lampard Senior.
I have
No.
no idea.
No, I don't
Did he
think
play?
so.
2 caps.
Fucking hell.
2
Oh.
caps for England. Natalia Klein, we got.
The lesson is that there's been so many dark periods in England's
Yeah,
history.
exactly. These names.
When you're like,
Reginald
really?
Darcy.
Who's
up.
that, sorry?
Reginald Darcy.
Made up.
That can't be.
Yeah, he
a
had got a
real
cap in the
person.
40s.
No, he didn't. Yeah. But if you go back into the archives,
Yeah.
there is some absolutely insane
What,
names
what
there.
was the
yeah.
last real dark period for England? Would it have been in like 20?
Surely it is Michael Ricketts, like, is it? Like
No,
that?
I reckon sooner than that. I reckon like
The
2016.
Iceland period.
Yeah.
The Iceland period,
Yeah.
I think sort of post, like when we had our own sort of Galacticos, so-called golden
Golden
Yeah,
generation.
yeah. When they all
Just sort of
fell
the
off.
end of
You're right,
that
yeah.
was really depressing.
That was bad because you look at the Iceland lineup and there are some rogue names in there. I'm
Oh
pretty
my
sure
God.
we would have to revisit on.
We can
another
always
question.
say what we like about Gareth Southgate, and I don't believe that he is a World Cup winning coach.
Yeah.
Me neither.
But the way he's turned around England is phenomenal.
I
it's
do
actually
agree.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
And that, unfortunately, I think that's his strength.
Yeah.
The fact that he's like, who goes against Gareth Southgate? Like, feels like punching like a border terrier in the face.
Speaking earlier,
Why would you do that?
when you were talking about footballers acting, have you seen Gareth Southgate's advert he was in for Pizza Hut?
After the penalty miss. Yeah.
Stuart Pearce in there?
Stuart Pearce,
Yeah.
yeah.
Stuart Pearce and Chris Waddle, I think.
Yeah. Oh, right. So, yeah.
Surprisingly, none of them got a call from Hollywood after. some of the worst.
I've seen you say.
I think
Nothing will ever beat Wayne Rooney on the plane, though.
Oh, what that? Oh, yeah. What does he say?
And
It's like,
something
we have
like
a problem.
a new devil is coming or something.
Yeah.
What is this, the wine advert? No, or is that?
I think it's for Turkish Airlines.
Oh, it's Turkish
Oh, well,
Airlines.
I'm thinking of a different one where he says first, he goes, guys, we have a problem.
yeah.
And then he goes and
Guys, we have a problem. The boss said that new devil is arriving.
Phenomenal when it's only one line and it's
So bad.
it's like crushingly.
But do you know what? Things like that make you think. Like, do you know when you just watch films or shows, whatever? You just think, like whatever, and then you see people who aren't actors.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're obviously speaking to an actor ourselves. Like it's so telling that you can say one line, an actor can make it look like it's nothing. Even if you're like you watch an actor, you think, oh, he's shit. You watch someone who's not an actor, like, oh no, that guy's class. He can act. This guy is a fucking is dreadful.
Oh my god, the difference is palpable, but you don't know until you see it.
Yeah.
You think, oh, it's a small role. I'll get my mate to do it. Don't get him to do
Don't
it,
get
please.
into that,
Okay, so at the end of Did He Play for England Part 2, I hope these scores are right. It's Career We Go 10, Ben 8.
Nearly kick-off. Cap. Uber Lux, 1 minute. Treat myself. That was fast.
When you believe in young people, they can go on to achieve anything, trust me.
Real talk. How do I get in though? Like,
This ain't your Uber, bro.
But now we are moving on to Take Your Pick with Eddie McGoldrick. So, Eddie McGoldrick, you remember him?
Bit before my time, but I am told he was a great performer for Palace.
Yeah, I've never seen him play, but I had like a USA 94 sticker book,
Oh yeah.
and he was in it, and his name just grabbed me. McGoldrick. It's like one of those names that...
Any relation
It's
to David?
No, he's not in relation to David, no. But it's a name which is clearly Irish, but that I've never heard like in Ireland.
Yeah.
Something that you'll hear in the UK, or you'll hear it further afield. But Eddie McGoldrick did have 15 caps for the Republic of Ireland back in the day, and 147 appearances for Crystal Palace. Right, so I'm going to give you a list of categories here. Whatever you land on, you can take it, or you can go for another
Okay,
pick.
sounds
Okay,
good.
it's the same as the Wheel of Fortune game. You get a point for the first question. I will tell you now, the first questions are basically easy. You get all of those. And then the second question is where you may need to gamble to win a few points.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. And some of the categories, and Ben, these span your career, potentially some of your interests. Crystal
Okay,
Palace.
all right.
It's a bit of a mixed bag, so
Oh,
let's see what
nice,
you get.
okay.
Some of the options may be Knowing Me, Knowing You, Zaha. The Right,
That's very good.
thank you very much. The Right Album, Dan the Man, Kenny Lane, Quality Street, or Life on the Road. So let's see what we get here.
Nice.
The right album, I like that.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
very
so,
good.
Theo,
Yeah.
this is Doctor Who, am I?
Doctor
Okay,
Who,
nice.
am I?
Yeah, I'll play this.
Born in 1972 in Bootle, I have represented Liverpool, Real Madrid, and Manchester City. Who am I?
Stephen McManaman.
Steve McManaman is correct.
Very good.
Do you want to bank that point, or do you want to gamble?
Gamble, mate.
Okay.
There he is.
So
Yeah.
round number 2 of Who Am I is an audio round.
Oh, shit.
An audio question. If you get this wrong, it will be passed over. to
Okay,
Ben.
okay.
Okay. So you need to tell me who is this.
First of all, I don't like 3-5-2. I've never liked it, even when I played it. I played it a few times. It's a possession-based system, right? And you have to maintain a large chunk of the ball, right? Because when you don't have the ball, you're very, very susceptible in 3-5-2.
You know this, don't you, Bobby?
Okay, Theo. So Theo, you decided to gamble. Can I get an answer from you?
Okay. Let me just think of
Feeling
some
the pressure. Feeling the pressure.
Bobby,
you know it?
random Irish geezer. No.
Don't need to push it.
Oh, whoa, okay, easy. Do you know what? I have no clue at all. So I will just hazard a guess at Damien Duff, but I don't think it's him.
Damien Duff is incorrect.
Okay.
He sounds too gruff. For
Yeah,
Duff.
he does, to be
I'll
honest.
give it to you once more. It's passed over to Ben. Let's
Yeah.
First of all, I don't like 3-5-2. I've never liked it, even when I played it. I played it a few times. It's a possession-based system, right? And you have to maintain a large chunk of the ball, right? Because when you don't have the ball, you're very, very susceptible in 3-5-2.
It's so tough. It's definitely like a recently retired Irish footballer. Like, it's not an old man, but it's also not a guy who's playing right now, I think. But that's just, even as that narrows it down, I can't match the voice to a face. It's really annoying. I know it's not. I'm just going to say John O'Shea.
It's not John O'Shea, but it is an ex-Crystal Palace player.
Oh, fuck. It's not Paddy McCarthy.
Not Paddy McCarthy. He's from Cork.
Damien Delaney.
Damien Delaney.
Oh shit,
Damien
of course
Delaney.
it's Damien Delaney.
Oh, Bobby had
Big
it.
Damo.
Bobby had it.
Yeah. Did you have any dealings with Damien Delaney ever?
Damo I've met like in passing once or twice. I knew it couldn't be Paddy because I actually, you know, I know more what he sounds like. We've crossed paths way more. Damo is such a he's such a don of a man. They both are.
He seems it.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
You know his wife's Iranian.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, me and Paige are Iranian.
And
Yeah, I'm not
that's
just saying, yeah, randomly, yeah. Another Irish
I didn't
Iranian.
know that. I think I've heard him talk about
Irish
food and
Iranians.
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, we're half Irish and half Iranian.
What a mix.
Talking about the dual clubs earlier, he's obviously got Ireland, Iran, and England, I guess. I've got England, Holland, so I'll take that. It's
Really
probably a
interesting
good combo.
clubs to support as well, because Ireland and Iran, like the opportunities for crazy duels and huge upsets is really high.
I mean, this World Cup,
Like Iran, USA, you've always got that to look forward to.
Yeah, we had the first World Cup I remember properly was '98, and it was Iran USA. I didn't really understand politically what it meant, Iran beating USA. I was just like, oh, this is sick.
Was it the thing at the start of the game? They were giving each other a bouquet of flowers.
Yeah, it was like a big sort of this is football, forget about everything else. And it was like I didn't understand how nice that was and how big of a deal it was. I didn't understand why they was making that such. I was like, why did people in England care about England, USA, Iran, USA? Sorry. So it was like a big deal. And I was just like, this is great. And Iran won, and it was just euphoric, but I didn't really understand the sort of the how big it was. Played again in the last World Cup, and it was just you get it, and it's actually less enjoyable when you get it, because you're like, oh, this sort of means more than I want it to mean, if you know what I mean. I just like Iran to win and whatever, Dad's Iranian and all that, but it was and then it didn't help that Iran needed to at least get a draw to go through. They lost, which is very fucking annoying. I remember the first game of that group was Iran, England. People booked a day off work and went down to pub up the road actually in Kentish Town and watched it, and I was just like, I think you talked beforehand that so I don't dislike England, I don't hate England, but I would support Ireland and Iran over England.
Nice.
I support England. So I was watching that and I was like, had my Iran shirt on, and I was like, I think you were chatting to us how do you feel? I was like, do you know what? I think I'm going to surprise a few people, man. Lost 6-2.
But they have got it up their sleeve, haven't they?
Yeah.
Don't they have they didn't? Isn't an Iranian player one of the players who's scored the most international goals ever?
Yeah, Ali Dai. Yeah. I think Cristiano Ronaldo maybe just overtook him.
Right.
But I stopped paying attention when Dai was
Sure.
top. But yeah. I mean, a lot of his goals were against Malaysia and stuff like that. But he's
counting.
Only beat what's in front of you.
Yeah.
That's it, mate.
For the 2002 World Cup, so remember back in the day they used to have, if you were the best placed runner-up, you would get in. And under the old rules, that would have been enough for us to go to the World Cup. But under the new rules, it was like, no, you need to go into a playoff. And it's like, all right, Ireland, you need to play Iran. And we were like, oh, fuck. What's the crack
I mean,
here?
it was win-win for me, really. But it was 2-0 in Dublin, 1-0 in Tehran, and it was just like. And then I remember the game in Iran. I remember I actually think I think Clinton Morrison started for Ireland that day.
I think it
Or
was it was Morrison or it was we had
What a
one up
memory.
top and the one up
Mr.
top
Island himself.
the one up top was either David Connolly or
you just look at him and you think,
Yeah. He's Irish. Yeah.
Blarney.
his grandmother from Kilkenny where
you're from, right?
where I'm from. Yeah. He was really well liked, man. Morrison. He was
He's
really rated, yeah.
he's an
You know him quite
absolute
well,
fucking
right?
diamond. Yeah. He
man.
we had a bit of a running beef, me and Clinton, because when we first met, obviously it was a big deal for me. I was a huge fan. It's really from like my era of Palace supporting as a young man, and when we met, he was so taken by how much I loved him and his era of Palace. He was like, you know what, I'll send you a shirt from one of those seasons. I'll send you a shirt that I wore. I was like, oh mate, really appreciate it, man. That means so much to me. And didn't hear from him again for about 6 months. And then because we'd exchanged numbers on the night, he's one of those people, I have to put my hands up right now and say I'm not one of these people who sends out a mass message, Happy Christmas,
Oh,
Really?
No.
I'm not having it.
Definitely not one of those.
and Merry New, like Happy New Year and all of that. You hope everything's well in your household. I just don't do that. But I got one from him on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve, whatever it was. So I was like, where's my shirt? And he goes, laughing emojis. Oh, sorry, bro. You know what? I'll hit you up. Send me your address again. I'll send him the address again. You know, the next time I heard from him, have a guess.
Next Christmas.
Next Christmas.
Next Christmas. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you and yours. Hope all of you are well. Fucking Clinton
Did you
Morrison.
get a jersey off in the end?
I did actually, because we had such a thing ongoing with it. Like I was getting angrier and angrier. We met on Ellis James's fantasy football league.
Oh, yeah.
And he brought a shirt for me.
Oh, that's class.
But he's such a joker. I was like, oh my God, you bought a shirt. And he goes, yeah. Hasn't got everyone on it with the signatures, but it's got the most important players. And he'd got me a brand new, the horrible crayon cinch shirt with the
Cinch.
white thing.
You don't want that.
And he'd signed it Clinton Morrison about 100 times. Which, to be fair, is
I'm
good
having that.
bands.
That's good bands. I'm having that.
If you got that in a frame, you got to get
I got a box of Palace shirts dating back to like the mid 90s, and it's in there.
What a legend.
It's quite good as well because I hated that shirt, but
Yeah.
now I actually like that
Yeah,
that
that's sick.
particular one.
Because like, I've heard you put like, Irishness is quite big for you, isn't it? Like,
Yeah. I mean, I'm from Kilburn. I grew up around Irish people. My stepdad's Irish. My wife's Irish. My sister's husband's Irish. We've just always been like, we're just thrown into the mix together, man.
Yeah.
Like Irish and Caribbeans in the 70s were just like, I don't know, just fast friends.
especially Kilburn. That time,
Yeah, so Ireland are right up there, and like '94 World Cup for me was all about Ireland. Like that was it, and like the whole area was buzzing. All we were doing was following. I'd forgotten about the Koeman Holland game. I was just 100% supporting Ireland. It was like surprisingly easy. And 1990, I was supporting Ireland as much as England as well
wow, amazing.
in my first World Cup.
It's actually funny. It's like it's only the other day that I remembered. Oh yeah, England weren't that USA '94, but that was never on my radar. Like,
Yeah,
that
no,
just
it
our
was
World
huge
Cup.
for us.
Like, that was,
I mean, me and my mates, you know, in the qualifiers were like 15, 16. Football was everything, and England was the pinnacle, and it was so depressing, that game. It was absolutely brutal. But yeah, having Ireland was it's just really softened the blow. And then 98 had Jamaica for the first and last time, was incredible. And then
was that the last time Jamaica won the World Cup?
yeah, the Reggae Boys 98. I got that shirt.
The Kappa jersey, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was actually going to wear it today, and I thought it's a bit try hard. I won't wear a shirt. I was either going to wear that or my Valderrama shirt, got an original
Oh, don't mind it.
Valderrama, and with it's like embossed felt, his name and the 10 on the back. And I got that from my best mate Jim, who moved to Colombia. It's funny when you're talking about Panini. As a kid, he was obsessed with completing albums, obsessed to the point where he'd do deals, money under the, you know, like all of that shit. As a very young kid, he was just obsessed with completing every one. And there was one he could not complete. And maybe it was that USA or was it no, I think it was earlier than that. It would have been earlier, maybe 90. But he could not complete this one. He didn't know anything about Colombia. And there was this one person he didn't have, and it was the captain, Carlos Valderrama, and it drove him insane. And he eventually, his mum, seeing the pain that her son was under, wrote to Panini which you can do, and you just pay some money and they'll send you the. And she got it for him.
Cheated though.
Cheated, yeah. But he when he saw the photo and saw this guy, because obviously we don't have internet and all of that back in the early 90s or late 80s, whenever it was, and he sees the photo of this guy, this huge blonde afro and this huge blonde moustache, shit tons of jewelry, like he's Mr. T in this kit, and he became obsessed with Colombia. So as soon as I get to a stage in life where I feel like I'm moving to Colombia, and that's what he did. So my best mate lives in Colombia. He's been there for like 13, 14 years now.
Unbelievable.
I've been over a few times to visit him, but he got me that original Valderrama. So Colombia is my fourth team, which I think you can only do in international football. By the way, I do not recommend that for clubs.
Yeah,
that's very fair. All right, over to you now, Ben.
All right.
Okay, this is the Wright album. Do you want it, or will I spin again? The Wright album.
I think if it's Ian Wright related, I'm going to go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the first question is the easy one. So, can you tell me 3 clubs Ian Wright has played for?
West Ham, Burnley, and Arsenal.
Correct.
Just to show, I'm not all Palace. Come on.
He's all right.
Do you want to bank that, which will take you to 10-9 within one of Career We Go? There are 4
okay, you have to
go.
tell me a bit about the bank and the gamble thing. What am I doing if I gamble?
So if you bank, you'll go to 10-9. You're 1 within Theo, and there's 4 questions left. If you gamble, you may lose your point, and the second question on this one is fucking hard. But I will tell you, the second questions are harder, and this one is particularly hard.
And for only 1 extra point, I'm going to bank.
You're going to bank? Fair play, don't mind it.
Fair.
So that takes you to 9-10. So you're 1 within Career We Go. As they do on the Tipping Point and Deal or No Deal, we're going to play it out to see how you would have got on if you did gamble.
Okay. Okay.
So, Ben, if you did gamble, you would need to tell me which footballing right is this?
And I've come back now, and like I said before, I feel as strong and as confident as ever. And, who knows what's around the corner.
So it's a Wright who was injured relatively famously.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes me think of the keeper, Richard Wright. But then it could also be Mark Wright, long-haired England defender of yore.
Who would you think if you had to go for it?
I don't remember Mark Wright giving massive amounts of interviews, so I'll go Richard Wright, who was perennially on the bench.
So you've done very well to skip that question because it was Mark Wright.
Oh, that would have killed me. Yeah, that would have killed me.
Yeah, it was Mark Wright. So very well played there, tactical.
Yeah.
10-9. Over to you, Theo.
Okay.
I'm going to pick a category.
Let's do it.
This is Knowing Me, Knowing You, Zaha.
Okay, let's play.
You got it.
Let's play.
That might have come to the wrong man, but look. Okay, so we've already discussed it. Wilfred Zaha has represented 2 international teams. Can you tell me both?
Ivory Coast in England.
Ivory Coast in England's correct. Do you want to bank or gamble?
I'll gamble.
Okay, so with this one, I'm going to give you 40 seconds, and you need to tell me 6 Swedish Premier League footballers.
Oof.
Whoa, okay.
Wow. Strapping.
All right.
Here we go.
What, of all time?
They played in the Premier League, they're Swedish.
Okay.
I'm giving you 40 seconds, I need 6 players. If you might only get 4, it'll be thrown over the bend to complete.
Fucking hell.
I'll give you 3 and 3 more if you need them, mate.
So slick.
Okay, time out.
Okay.
How many you got?
I've got 6.
All right, let's hear it.
Fucking hell, well played.
Johan Almander.
Yep.
Freddie Lundberg.
Yep.
Henrik Larsson.
Yep.
Sebastian Larsson.
Yep.
Kim Kallström.
Yep.
Marcus Allback.
Marcus Allback, 2. Good, 2 quick, well played. That takes Career We Go to 11, correct?
Did you not say Zlatan there?
Didn't need to, mate.
Bobby, you can keep it as
Croatian anyway.
That was 2 points, wasn't it?
Bosnian, isn't he?
Oh, Bosnian, sorry.
11-9.
Apologies to our Croatian listener.
Listener. Okay, Ben, I'm going to give you a category. Let me know if you want this or if you want to go again. It's another Doctor Who, am I? Do you want it or do you want to go again?
Let's go again, just because I've had it before. Let's say something new.
It will come back.
I just want a new pun.
I don't have that much material, but it will come back.
Puns come first here.
Yeah.
That's good. Why did you screw them up so tightly? Like, why not just fold them? Like, we're not going to see it from here. Like, just fold them over, or
extremely fair feedback.
Literally turn them upside down. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, extremely fair feedback. Okay, this is life on the road.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so question number 1: which football team plays at Portman Road?
Ipswich Town.
Ipswich Town is correct. So, do you want to bank or gamble?
Let's gamble, just because I haven't gambled before.
There he is.
All right.
There he is.
Don't mind it.
The second one is difficult, but you might get it due to Palace's history of being down in the doldrums or being down in the second tier. Which football team plays at London Road?
Oh, fuck. This is tricky because all roads lead to London. It could literally be anybody. I fucking know this. I know this. Fuck, I know this. I know this. It's going to kill me getting this wrong. I'm going to have to guess it, and it really annoys me that I have to guess because I know who this fucking is, and I can't reach for it in my brain. So I'm just going to go posh.
Posh?
Yeah. It's wrong, isn't it?
That's correct.
Oh, God.
Fucking gets in there.
Peterborough United.
Well
is
played.
correct. It was in the back.
Gets in.
It was in the back of your mind, Simon.
Oh, I'm so proud of myself.
I didn't know that. Well played.
I especially didn't smoke weed today, and I'm really, really pleased that I didn't.
2
It was
points
worth
as well.
it.
Sensational stuff, Ben. That brings you within 2 of Career We Go. It's 13-11. Back over to you, Theo.
Okay.
This is Dan the Man.
Dan the Man.
Do you want it, or do you want to go again?
If it's going to be Scott Dan related, I don't think I want it. So I'm going to spin again.
Good, and it absolutely is.
Okay.
What year did Scott Dan's parents finally tie the knot?
It's another Doctor Who Am I?
Okay. I like Doctor Who Am I. Let's do it,
Doctor Who Am
mate.
I? They're all here. I have played for Liverpool, Bolton Wanderers, Blackburn, and a number of other clubs. I was also included by Pele in his 125 best players of all time.
Okay, I was thinking Jay Spearing before you said that last the last comment there. No disrespect to Jay, but good player. So sorry, Liverpool,
Bolton Wanderers, and Blackburn, and he was listed by Pele in his 125.
Oh, fucking hell, who's this? Liverpool, Bolton, Blackburn. Who is that? Yeah, I actually don't think I...
It's actually the hardest first question.
I don't think I know this.
It's mad because we both know exactly who it is. I just can't...
I can't...
That trajectory, I just can't picture it.
It's that last clue's just
And
throwing
for some
me completely.
JJ Okocha and Stephen Warnock keep getting in my way. Just fuck off. I don't need either of you right now. You're irrelevant.
Yeah.
Why am I thinking of either of you?
I don't know. I'm going to have to... I think I'm going to have to pass it.
Okay.
I mean,
Ben, do you want to just guess a name?
I can't even think of a player who's played for all 3 of those clubs.
Yeah.
I just trying to think of a great player and just name that player.
But you know the thing is, he's not a great player.
Oh, it's just one of Pele's
It's got to be, which makes me think...
weird things.
Oh, I know it.
You know?
I do know it now, but I've passed it over. Oh, yeah.
Gillespie. Can't think of anybody. Sorry.
Theo?
I think it must be El Hadj Diouf.
It is
El Hadj Diouf. Of course it is.
Oh.
And of course it'd be an African player because Pele.
Exactly. Oh, that's so annoying.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, he put some shit players in here, right? So in the list you have like...
When was the list? What year?
Turn of the century, around 2000.
So it would have been just after the 2002 World Cup, right?
And we got some shit players in here. I got Roy Keane in here, which I respect, which I rate. Kenny Dalglish, fair play, rated. Georgie Hadji, I'm having it. Shagger, all good.
Georgie Shaggy.
Emre Belözoğlu. Emre played for Newcastle.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
He needed to...
Luis Enrique Raul again. Don't mind it. Great players.
He needed to put different nations in there, right?
Yeah.
And so he picked the best of some nations, right? So Emre would have been the best Turkish player back then.
Yeah, there's a guy called Teofilo Cubillas from Peru.
Yeah.
JJ Okocha, don't mind it. George Best, I don't mind it. Fair play.
Yeah.
I'm having that. George Weah, again, fair enough. Hidetoshi Nakata, again, good player.
Oh,
But like,
I love Nakata.
great player, but should he be in the 100 best? Come on. Yeah. So, okay, unfortunately, both drawn a blank.
Yeah.
On that one. Ben, you're still within 2
El
of Career We Go.
Hadj Diouf.
We have a couple of rounds left. I'm going to give you the category here.
Okay.
This is Kenny Lane.
Kenny Lane.
You want it?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Let's go for it.
Is this a Kenny Sanson related, or is it Kenny Dalglish? Well, I guess we'll find out.
You've basically answered the question already. So I'm going to give you 20 seconds. Can you name me 2 footballing Kennys?
Yeah, I'll go Samson and Dalglish.
Samson
I think.
and Dalglish. Don't mind it. Don't mind it. You're now within 1 of Career We Go. There is 1 left.
Would you have accepted Paddy on that one?
Paddy Kenny.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'll take any Kennys. Okay. Yeah, whatever you're having.
Players from Kilkenny.
So do you want to bank that or gamble?
I'm 1 point behind.
You're 1 point behind, and after this, there's just 1 more round. So you can stay.
So I'm 1 point behind with the point I just got off the Kennys. So if I gamble and get nothing, I'll be 2 behind going into the last round.
Yeah.
Where how many points are at stake?
Same again, 2 points.
Oh, I think it might be too risky to gamble.
Gonna go down to the wire.
I think I'm gonna bank.
Ooh.
Smart man.
All right. So it's 12-13, right? But again, I am going to play this out to see how you would have got on.
Okay.
Because question number 2 is an audio Who Am I?
Right.
Okay.
These are tough.
These
really
are tough. Yeah.
Okay. And I want to know who this is.
Who this?
First of all,
hello.
Player of the Match trophy.
Thank you. Now you can see it. Okay, I can put it
How
up.
did you? How do you think you played?
Sorry?
How do you think you played? How would you analyse your own appearance?
Yeah, for myself, I'm proud for the team, and to get the individual trophies is always nice to have, but to go to the next round with this team effort, with.
Give it up once more.
Oh, I feel like I know this.
First of all,
hello.
Player of the Match trophy.
Thank you. Now you can see it. Okay, I can put it
How
up.
did you?
It's a Spanish person, maybe Portuguese.
I'm going to put you out of your misery. It's not.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Who was it?
German footballer.
Oh, it's German. Oh.
German footballer who has
Never
previous
guessed
for trying to be a bit of a banter merchant in post.
Oh, it's Thomas Muller.
It's Thomas Muller.
Played.
It's Thomas Muller. So you made the right decision there, Ben.
Yeah, I never would have guessed that was a German. I really wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't have, yeah.
There you go. So we're now on to the last round. It's 1 point in it. Okay. Theo, you have Quality Street.
Okay, let's play it.
Which ex-England footballer has appeared in an advert doing a rap for Quality Street?
I mean, I don't know, but surely it's John Barnes.
I mean, have a fucking guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's John Barnes.
Did you know that that rap, the famous rap, when they recorded it, it wasn't actually necessarily going to be John Barnes. I don't mean the Quality Street one here. So there's actually recordings of Peter Beardsley doing it.
Peter Beardsley?
Yeah, Gazza doing it.
Wow.
God. I mean, Peter Beardsley's one, you can't even tell if he's talking English. It's mental. But it's worth digging out. The audio quality is terrible, but it's worth looking up.
I want to hear that.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't even know that he's attempting a rap.
No, that's what I mean. But what I love about that story is you just assume, whether you're black or white, as a football fan, that it was a bit, that's how the times were. Let's get the black guy to do the rap. But it wasn't actually like that.
Okay,
it was just like, we've got a rap, who's up for it? And as it turned out, the black guy had the rhythm to do it.
Yeah, it definitely was not a contest.
I thought it was like that. I thought it was like, right, we've got this rap.
How about you?
Good.
Just have a feeling. I don't know what it's based on.
I am shocked Peter Beardsley didn't have a flow though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was a
beardo.
Revelation.
God.
So, Theo, you have technically won it. Do you want to bank that and get the fuck out of here with the win? Or do you want to live on the edge and gamble?
Famously live on the edge, Joe, so I'm going to gamble.
You do, mate. You do.
Yeah.
With this much at stake, are you out of your mind?
All right, well, you might regret that.
Oh, shit.
Okay, question number 2.
Yeah.
Across the EFL and the Premier League in 2024, how many stadiums finish with the word street?
Hang on.
So there's a date limit here. Say it again.
So as of the current league, tables, as of April,
Yeah.
are we in April?
Yeah.
As of April 2024, if you're to survey Premier League, League 1, League 2, Championship as well, how many football stadiums are named street?
Wow.
So you need to get this exactly right. Well, I've tried to make it harder for you, but it is multiple choice. Ben is in the mix as well.
Oh, it's multiple choice.
Yeah, it is multiple
Right.
choice. I was trying to make it harder for you, but Ben also needs to get it. So I'm going to play by the rules and give you the multiple choice.
Okay, fine, fair.
Okay. Is it 0, 1,
Okay.
or 4?
Well, I'm pleased you give me the multiple choice because I would have guessed
like
way
13.
high. Yeah, I would have guessed way higher than that. So Street's a bit old school, isn't it? So
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And you got all these sponsors coming in now.
Yeah.
But I mean, my brain just went to Filbert Street straight away. And
Exactly.
it's not even called that anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
You're absolutely right.
that's when I started thinking, fuck, maybe it's none.
See, now if I get it wrong, though, Ben's going to be able to... He's going to have a choice of 3.
But that's what it's like. I'll
Right,
take your
okay,
pick with Eddie McGoldrick.
okay.
Look out for him. He's a slippery guy.
I can't think of a street. I can't think of one street.
So it's 0, 1, or 4.
The jump to 4 is interesting because...
I'm going to need to push you.
All right, so I'm going to go... I reckon there's a possibility that I've just forgotten 1. So I'm just going to go 1.
You're going to go with 1?
I'm going to go with 1.
I'm afraid that's incorrect.
Oh, fuck.
So I got that wrong. As we all know, Barrow of League 2, of course, play at Holker Street. So apologies to our many or any Barrow listeners and to anyone else who spotted that. I may have been a few beers in and lost my notes. All right, back to the show.
Ben?
I'm going with none.
You're going with none. So you've only drawn at level. 2 points for that.
Oh.
Which takes us to 13. High stakes drama here.
Jeez Louise.
And we've got 1 round left. Okay, 1 round of questions.
And he's got an easy question for the first one. Okay. Fuming.
Answer it and bank it, Ben.
13, okay.
All right, here we go.
This is Dan the man.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Right, so
It all comes down to this.
apart from Crystal Palace, can you name me one other club who Scott Dan has played for?
No. No, I cannot. I can't remember where the fuck we got him from. Oh, shit. I've no idea. I'm going to say Cardiff. I genuinely have no idea.
Cardiff is incorrect.
Well,
Theo, if you can get this, you'll take the win.
So one other...
Scott Dan has played for Crystal Palace and a number of other English football clubs.
I feel like I've been celebrating that man throughout this podcast. And he's let me down.
Give me one.
I'm pretty sure he's played for Blackburn.
Scott Dan has played for Blackburn.
Oh, well done.
Well done.
Well
that
done.
gives Career We Go a last minute winner.
Yes.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, that was
Well played.
was
Well
tense.
played. That
I'm
was
glad I
tense.
took it to the wire.
Yeah.
I really am. I realise I know nothing about Scott Dan outside of this. So you have that with certain players for your own team, don't you? Just like, no interest in your life before or after my team.
To be fair, I mean, like, before that, Blackburn was his most appearances. That was 98 appearances, but for Crystal Palace, he played 164 times. So that really was where he...
solidified.
Yeah. And he got capped for England once. No, he didn't. So, yeah, Scott Dan. So, Theo, you just get out here with the victory for Career We Go.
To hold and give, but you're at the right time. You can be slow or fast, but you must get to the line. They'll always hit you and hurt you, defend and attack. There's only one way to beat them, get around the back. Catch me if you can, cause I'm the England man.
It's not the end though, because we do have your mastermind.
It's extra time, I told you.
If you're ready for this. We'll have
Extra
10
time to get rid of
questions.
it. All right.
And basically, how well can you do?
Yeah, I mean, this is actually a bigger concern, isn't it? Because I'm supposed to know this shit.
All right, Ben.
All right, I'm ready.
Question number 1. Crystal Palace had 4 shirt sponsors in the 90s. Can you name all 4 for 1 point?
Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's start with the obvious one, TDK.
Okay.
Churchill Insurance.
Okay. 2 more.
Oh, no. No. Oh, my God. Fuck. This is just going to make me want to just stab forks into my eyes when I hear the answers. Oh, my God. Complete mind blank. Okay. Come on. Did we take Fly Virgin into 91? Maybe we did. I'm going to go Fly Virgin.
Okay. One more.
Oh, God, I know this. Of course I know this. I just don't. We could be here for an hour, but I just don't want to pass. Oh, God. I'm not going to get there. Oh, God. I don't even want to hear it.
Right, so you said TDK, Churchill and Flight Virgin, which of course were all correct.
Oh.
The one you're missing was Tulip.
Son of a bitch! Tulip motherfucking computers!
Tulip computers.
Oh, you... God! Oh, I love that shirt as well. Oh, fuck!
Tulip motherfucking computers. There we go. All right. Well, 3 out of 4 ain't bad, as Meatloaf almost said.
Disgraceful. I'm so sorry to everybody, particularly Eagles out there. I've let my family down. Jesus.
Right, question number 2. 2 Crystal Palace players of the 90s later became international managers. Can you name them both?
Wow, that's tough. Did Srčić become an international manager? Srčić for one.
Okay, and another?
Who would have stepped up?
They played for Palace in the 90s and have since become international managers in their post-playing career.
Peter Taylor. No, what am I talking about? He played for us in the 80s. Ignore that. That's insane. Sorry. Ignored. So, thank you. Fuck. I don't think I know. I'll throw Fatty Brolin in there.
It was...
Gonna kick yourself.
I know.
Gareth Southgate.
Oh my God. I'm leaving. All right, thanks guys. I'm off. Thank you very much.
And Chris Coleman.
That is awful. Really enjoyed it.
Oh, fucking
That is like the biggest mind blank I can remember having ever. The England fucking manager and the fucking Wales manager.
Not 10 minutes ago you were chatting about Southgate and
it's not even remotely niche.
Oh man.
But I just gone straight for the okay, this is a niche question. Where do we go from here? Cookie Coleman and Gareth Southgate. Oh, that's awful. Oh, I'm not. I was going to look forward to listening back to this, and now I'm not going to listen. That's absolutely shocking. That's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. I should be disqualified from my own mastermind right now.
You probably just thought they're going to be way harder than they were, right? And then,
I just completely overthought it from the jump. Oh, that's shocking.
Right, on to question number 3. Let's see if you can redeem
head's
yourself.
gone, mate. Head's gone.
What was Crystal Palace's highest finish in the 90s?
Don't care, mate.
What was Crystal Palace's highest top tier finish in the 90s?
Okay, 3rd, 1991.
3rd in 1991.
Yeah, Champions League place.
Absolutely
Except
bang
we were
on.
banned from Europe. It's very Palace.
Absolutely bang on.
Don't worry, they're going to create the Premier League, so everyone's going to have loads more money and you'll be really successful. Oh, wicked, can't wait for that. Relegated. On the highest points tally ever in the history of football.
I didn't know that.
How many points?
42. They added place because they wanted to streamline it into the Premier League. So we were the unlucky ones, yeah.
Them the bricks.
Anyway, 3rd in 1991 is correct. Well played. Question number 4. Chris Armstrong enjoyed a successful 3-year stint at Palace between 92 and 95. What I want to know for 1 point is who did he play for either side of Palace? So who did he join from and who did he leave for?
He went to Spurs. Where did he come from? I actually have no idea. I'm just going to guess a London club. I don't think we would have got him from a Northern club. No idea. I'm going to go Millwall.
Millwall and Spurs is absolutely bang on.
Really? Oh, Millwall's a straight guess. Spurs I knew, but...
Well played.
Wow.
Yeah. Chris Armstrong joined from Millwall in 92 and left for Spurs in 95. Well played. It must have been somewhere in the back of your mind.
I don't think so. No, I just went for the logical thing of he's seen... You know, some players just feel like they're not coming. They're not going up north.
Yeah,
He's one of those. I just thought it has to be London.
Crystal Palace played Manchester United in the FA Cup final in 1990. The first leg finished 3-3. Can you name the 2 Palace scorers that day? So 2 Palace players scored 3 goals. Can you name them?
Ian Wright and Gary O'Reilly.
Ian Wright and Gary O'Reilly is bang
Nice,
on. Yeah,
nice.
right. Fair play. Gary O'Reilly, a player I'm
Never
not
heard of him.
Don't remember.
Yeah, I wonder if he had. I thought he was an Irish player. Is he not? No.
You'd imagine so.
I mean, I thought
Maybe not. But yeah, he was just a sort of workman-like defender, really. And we've thrown him up for a cross, and against all odds, he got the opener. It was one of those, bit like Laurie Sanchez's goal a couple of years before in the cup final. It was just one of those like jump up, hit and hope, bounced off of his head, sort of almost like a back header into the corner. Jim Leighton didn't know what was going on. We were ahead.
He never played for Ireland at any level, but
No.
I mean, you can't ask for more than that. O'Reilly, yeah.
No,
exactly. Yeah,
Come on,
he's tried.
Just let him in. Come on.
He's done half the job.
Jack would have been on the phone, surely. Right, question number 6. Attilio Lombardo became caretaker player manager in 1997. Which teammate joined him as assistant manager? It was later reported that this player was merely appointed as his interpreter.
This was Fatty Brolin.
Fatty Brolin is absolutely bang on. Thomas Brolin.
He'd come from like Parma or Sample?
Parma,
No,
I think.
Parma.
Parma, you're right. I
So
think,
he had some Italian in him. Swedes are always good with language. So I think that's why he jumped in. But I also think it's because he couldn't kick a ball.
Well, this is it, because I was looking it up, and it was claimed that he was assistant manager, and then the chairman at the time, I forget his name, was
it Ron Nodes, maybe?
I think so, yeah. Came out and said, no. He's not assistant manager. He's literally just going to translate. Because Lombardo just joined that season.
Yeah.
He played about 20, 30
it was
odd
bizarre.
games, and then he was like, all right, be gaffer. And, didn't end well. But,
Yeah, I mean, it was so strange, the whole thing, and he was just the best thing that had ever happened to us, that I can sort of imagine a moment where you go, just be manager. Do you want to be chairman?
Mate. Your club, mate. Yeah.
Well, was he good on the pitch? Yeah, Lombardo.
He was different gravy.
Yeah.
And you always know at Palace, because we've always been a pretty average team. So like even going back to like Ian Wright, my first Palace hero, he was different gravy straight away, and he came from non-league. But you could just see it. You could just see it. Like people forget, you might watch highlights of the cup finals and stuff like that. Ian Wright scores 2 amazing goals, but he come off the bench, off a broken leg.
Yeah.
He didn't even play in the semi when we beat Liverpool. Like, he's come off a broken leg. He shouldn't be playing. And he's desperate to get on. And he's just said to Koppel, I know I'm scoring. And he comes on, scores with his first attack.
That's crazy as well when you have a team like that and the players are all at a certain level. And then you got someone who's obviously better.
Yeah.
So, like, I used to go watch Palace a good bit. Like, when your last season in the Championship. So, a few of my friends lived around that way. But that was then, all of a sudden, like, Palace got good. At that period as well, like, Balassi was better. He was
Yeah.
Like, Balassi was on fire. But towards the end of the season, they brought in Kevin Phillips.
Oh.
And he could barely move, but straight away you could see, this guy's way better than everyone else.
Yeah.
You could just, like, see it, that he was just that cut above.
I've played at Selhurst Park a few times, and there was one year I played in a charity game, it's like, ex-pros and stuff, and Neil Shipperley did not move from the centre circle for 90 minutes. He also did not misplace a single pass or miscontrol the ball when it came to him. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just unreal. It's
mad,
so weird. And when you see it up close, it's like seeing like live magic.
Yeah, and do you know what it is? Is like, no matter how many times you have these conversations, still blown away.
But there's levels to this shit.
Yeah, it's mad. Yeah. It's mad. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Thomas Brolin was correct. Well done there. So on to question number 7. So we mentioned Lombardo. As well as Lombardo, one other Italian player played for Palace in the 90s. Can you name him?
I think it might be Palace's greatest ever player, Michele Padovano.
That is absolutely bang on. That's absolutely bang on. I didn't know how deep that one was, but
that's a deep cut.
That is absolutely bang on. Never, ever, ever heard of him.
Oh, mate, he was awful. I mean, I think he got... those ones where you're like, is it rumour? I feel like that about Brolin. Like, I remember at the time, I think maybe he'd got a few goals in a World Cup
Right, okay.
But he just fucking John Jensen'd us, man. He gaslit us. Because if you look at his stats, he never scored anywhere. He was shit everywhere.
He played for Juventus.
Yeah.
So Palace signed him from Juventus.
That's insane.
Crazy.
And Michele...
How many games did he play for Palace?
Who, Brolin?
No,
Michele.
Padovano played 12.
Yeah, not
12
many.
league games.
Not many.
Then
He's
went on
got
to play
one
for
goal,
Juventus.
maybe.
Yeah, he did.
One goal.
Yeah.
I mean, no one knew what was going on. Like everyone was just constant. The thing with Palace is everything's so tenuous in terms of finances and stuff, and the small fan base and all of that. Whenever something big like that happens, you think, hold on. What's going on behind this? Like, are we fucked? Oh, what's happening? And I think that was very much now, so what? We can just get any Italian we want, or anyone who's played in Serie A. Bearing in mind as well, like you got Brolin, Padovano, Lombardo, in an era where Serie A is still like, that's the dog's bollocks of football.
Yeah.
Do you remember how we used to look at Serie A? It'd be like, English football's great, it's good fun, we got FA Cup is great, but like Italian football, it's untouchable.
It wasn't even a contest.
Yeah.
Like that was clearly the best league in the world.
Yeah. Like I always rated David Plack. Like whatever you think of him, he fucking did it in Serie A. Who does it in Serie A? Paul Gascoigne. Do you know what I mean? That to me was the high watermark of football
And the
in the
crazy
early
thing,
90s.
so he was at Juventus. He had just been capped for Italy. Then he signed for Palace. Career fell off a cliff. and you just know back then is like maybe the internet wasn't such a big thing or whatever. It's like you're probably like you're at the mercy of an agent.
Yeah.
And if you're saying this guy scoring goals to Juventus, he's been capped for Italy.
Lombardo's
you're
there.
like, yeah, we'll have him.
Yeah.
We'll have him.
And he's told, look, Premier League, London.
Yeah.
Yeah. Central London.
Just off Oxford Street. You'll love it. You'll love it. Very, very well played. Michele, Padovano. Didn't think you'd get that in a million years, so well played.
I mean, nothing's going to make up for Southgate and Coleman.
Yeah, well, you've got 5 for 7 so far. We've got 3 left. So
I'm so angry.
Question number 8. How many spells in total did Steve Coppell have in charge at Palace during the 90s?
That's a really good question because it was so weird. He was like Hodgson before Hodgson in the way that he kept coming back to save us in difficult situations. There's one really random one where I think we've already said go upstairs and he's gone upstairs and then some fucked up thing happens. It's like Venables or Bruce or Dave Bassett or is this someone random and he has to come back again. I think so. I'm going to say 3.
You're going for 3.
But it might be that one of those was the end of the 80s. I don't know.
It was actually 4.
Really?
In total, yeah.
Fuck. 4.
So he was there initially up until 93. He left for a year, was there for 95 to 96, then went to City for a year, was there for 97, 98.
He was at City.
And then came back 99 to 2000. I think that's when he went upstairs as director of football and then came back
and
down.
then he came back downstairs.
Because he just couldn't,
Just get him a stair lift. And, just go up
but
and down.
4 times. But a good gaffer, wasn't he?
Oh, he was amazing, man. It was so weird because he was a great player, just Scouser, but he just had this affinity with us, and he could motivate players in the right way. And he wasn't he wasn't a screamer. He wasn't like he wasn't one of those guys who'd lose his rag. He was very cool and he was very calm. But I think he just understood players. He's like those directors that just get actors. They understand actors' anxieties and their egos and their vanity. He just understands all of that. Yeah, he understands all that, so he knows how to talk to you. And the response that you get out of the players, I mean, that's why I'm excited about Glasner, because I can't think of anyone in between the two of them that's interested me in that way in terms of how they relate to players. Hodgson is amazing in some ways because Hodgson, like a 77-year-old man getting a tune out of like an 18-year-old boy.
Yeah, I know.
Is edit that bit out. But you know, edit that bit out. But you know what I mean? Like, how the fuck does Hodgson? How does he do it? Like, if I have my 18-year-old kids, if their friends are around and you've got kids that are like aged between like 15 and 20 in my house, when I start talking to them, I feel like the police. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just talking, like I'm talking to you, but suddenly I'm so lame.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I'm still talking. Like I'm hearing my voice, I'm going, this sounds like the most annoying thing I've ever heard. I need to stop talking, but I can't because I've started. And all these teenagers are staring at me. It's really fucking hard. And I'm half Roy Hodgson's age. How the fuck did he do it? It is quite impressive. Yeah. But Koppel was special. Koppel was special. And I think the OG, Oliver Glasner, could be too. It's an exciting time.
I see. Nice hope. All right. Well, unlucky they went for 3. It was in fact 4. Question number 9. Crystal Palace spent 3 seasons in the Premier League throughout the 90s. 92, 93, 94, 95 and 97, 98.
Mm-hmm.
The aforementioned Chris Armstrong was top scorer in the first 2. But who was Palace's top scorer in the 97-98 season in the Premier League?
97-98. Oh, it has to be Clinton, doesn't it? Clinton Morrison.
Clinton Morrison is incorrect. It's your good friend Neil Shipley.
Shippers with like 7.
7. It was literally 7 goals.
I fucking knew that. It was 7 goals.
A man you've shared the pitch with.
It's a bit too early for Clinton. It's too early, isn't it? Maybe a kid coming through.
90. No, I reckon he would have joined around. He would have started playing around then. Let me have a look. But Neil Shipley. Oh, Shippers.
7 goals.
Yeah, Morrison was 98.
Yeah.
Started the next season.
Bollocks.
So
bollocks.
Unlucky there. But man you've shared a pitch with, as you said. And, still got it. Never leaves your first touch. On to the final question. Question number 10. In 1997, Crystal Palace won the playoff final against Sheffield United. What I want to know is, can you name one of the other 2 teams that got promoted that season?
And what I want to know is, why isn't that a Palace question? Okay, one of the other 2. Fucking hell. Who's gone up with us? What happened the year before? Were we in it the year before? No. Is that when we went down to the Claridge goal? Leicester already there? Are West Ham there? I feel like West Brom. if in doubt, when you're talking about promotion and relegation, you go for the baggies.
West Brom is incorrect. It was Bolton and Barnsley went up with you that season.
Wow, Barnsley.
Very memorable. Well, that's not bad to be fair. 5 out of 10. We'll take that.
It's poor though. I mean, really, the Southgate and Coleman thing I should have got.
Are you gonna
the Shipley I knew. I'm not going to be able to sleep because of that. And I didn't think I had a hope in hell in the main competition, so I'm really pleased with that.
Yeah.
But Coleman and Southgate will prey on me for so long that I might even have a legal team in touch after this, demanding that you cut it out of the show.
Absolutely fair. But no, as you said,
and I advise you to listen.
Yeah, good show. 5 out of 10. Did well in the quiz. But yeah, we just want to thank you very much for coming on. Hope you've enjoyed it. We've thoroughly.
No, it's been wicked, man. Really good fun.
Been good fun. And,
yeah, 100%. Thank you so much again. Join us next week where we'll be joined by obviously Chris Coleman, Gareth Southgate, Fatty Brolin, as you're calling him,
and Michele Padovano.
And Michele Padovano, he's got nothing else, so he'll be here too. So we'll talk to you then. Thank you so much. See ya.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Nice one, man.
Amazing.
Cheers,
man.
Cheers, man.
That's really good.
Appreciate that.